Shiba Inu just delivered the largest signal in a year. There are now substantial concerns about the exchanges. We may have finally found the light at the end of the tunnel. Here's the problem, however. The majority of you just don't have enough. There aren't enough Shiba Inu to make it. The real figures will surprise you. What, however, occurred today? What am I even talking about anyway? Let me clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. Shiba Inu is having an incredibly crazy day. The price saw a significant increase yesterday. Well, that's cool, most people said, but it'll likely settle down soon. Shiba Inu, however, had other ideas. It's doing the exact opposite of cooling down. It's surging much higher now, overcoming barriers as if it weren't there. The momentum is unbelievable. Additionally, Shiba Inu has added even more benefits in a single day. This pump is not a little one. It's a declaration. The absurd thing is that this kind of drive was unexpected even by the greatest bulls. As Shiba Inu continues to climb without hesitation, traders look on in amazement. It's going quickly, and FOMO has already begun to set in. The excitement is genuine. It's electric energy. And if this continues, we could be seeing the beginning of something much, much more significant. Speaking of larger topics, today saw the recording of something really enormous. Something very crazy is shown by recent statistics from Block. Now sitting in profit are more than 130 trillion Shiba Inu coins, which are valued at well over $1 billion. That amount of money is astounding. Additionally, it places Shiba Inu in an intriguing situation. We could see two issues since there were so many holders of the money. Either some profit-taking or a new wave of purchases as consumers flood in. Let's be honest, however. The bulls are in charge with this type of momentum. Shiba Inu is now seeing a remarkable upward trend, which is being driven by the general enthusiasm in the cryptocurrency market. With the Federal Reserve implying rate reduction next year, investors are feeling positive, which makes riskier assets like Shiba Inu even more alluring. What about the price action? So exciting. Shiba Inu may achieve even more rapid growth if it overcomes its next temporary obstacle. With possible breakouts going to some incredible objectives, we're talking about critical levels that might propel it to new heights. Strong support is positioned below, ready to absorb any falls before another significant leg up, even if there is some hesitancy. Now, everyone is watching to see whether Shiba Inu can overcome obstacles and unleash even more powerful maneuvers. Things might become very incredibly interesting if this trend continues. But hold on, listen to me. I realize this is a major deal. Were you aware that you may not have sufficient Shiba Inu to achieve your desired level of wealth? Yes, I am aware of it. That sounds insane. The figures may surprise you, even though you presumably believe you're set. I'll explain everything later in the video, so don't worry. Let's start by discussing something much more bizarre that is now occurring with Shiba Inu. A Shiba Inu expert has just disclosed something enormous, and this may affect the course of events. The number of Shiba Inu sitting on exchanges has drastically decreased, and not by a little amount, according to new data from CryptoQuant. The reserves were far larger at the beginning of the year, but they have since decreased by tens of trillions. This is significant because it poses a significant question. Are these coins being auctioned off, or are they being transferred to private accounts for future holding? This is when the exciting part begins. If trade volume continues to be high, a limited supply on exchanges might be very positive. Why? Since there will be fewer Shiba Inu available for purchase, they will become even more rare. Prices also have a tendency to skyrocket when something becomes rare while demand is still high. Shiba Inu's position in futures markets is anything from quiet, despite the spot market's consistent trade activity. This indicates that major actors are still active and preparing for the potential next big move. This low level of exchange reserves combined with increasing bullish momentum may be paving the way for a significant shift in Shiba Inu's price movement. There might be a crazy breakout in the future if demand continues to increase. Considering everything, it seems that this may be your final opportunity to get Shiba Inu at these reduced costs. Opportunities like these don't last forever, momentum is growing, and the supply is decreasing. The exciting part comes next. An expert recently disclosed the amount of Shiba Inu you would need at this now to optimize your earnings in the event that it surges again to its previous peak. The figures are crazy. Currently, you can purchase almost 74 million Shiba Inu coins for only $1,000. The same amount of cash would have only bought you less than half that only a few months ago. This implies that you have a considerably greater potential upside, since you can stack a lot more Shiba Inu now for the same price. Let's go even farther now. At these rates, a $5,000 investment today would yield between 370 million Shiba Inu, while a $10,000 investment would yield about 750 million tokens. Here's the real kicker, however. Those quantities might skyrocket in value if Shiba Inu reaches its all-time high again. If Shiba Inu regain their popularity, a $1,000 investment now might grow to over $6,000. $5,000? That may increase to $30,000. Additionally, you can be looking at a portfolio valued over $65,000 if you invest $10,000. A huge return on investment, that is. And if Shiba Inu makes that next major step, it will just demonstrate how much potential it has. Are you prepared for it, is the question. Because the chance to get additional Shiba Inu before things go wild may be disappearing quickly with rates this low and demand rising up. And now for something much more thrilling. If you want to see some crazy gains, you may not even need to wait that long. The potential for Shiba Inu to soar in the next years was recently disclosed by one expert. And the figures are really astounding, I must say. The enthusiasm around Shiba Inu is now at an all-time high. Price forecasts have been made by analysts. Additionally, early investors may be holding on some transformative gains if these projections are even partially accurate. This year, let's begin. Shiba Inu might more than double from its present level, according to some analysts, while others are far more optimistic, predicting a 400% increase and perhaps even a break beyond its all-time high. This coin still has a lot of momentum, as seen by the huge move in only 1 year. However, it is just the start. Things start to become extremely intriguing when we look forward to 2028. According to some observers, Shiba Inu may cancel a zero, which would cause its price to soar by more than 1,000% from where it is now. Imagine your portfolio increasing tenfold after only a few years of hanging on. And that isn't even the most optimistic forecast. It may even reach levels that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago, according to others. Let's now discuss 2030, since this is when things start to truly take off. According to the most bullish forecasts, Shiba Inu might see rises of more than 5,000% and be valued up to several times what they are now. You read correctly, 5,000%. This implies that if these predictions come to pass, an investment made today may be worth 50 times more. And this isn't only feasible if Shiba Inu keeps gaining traction, burning supply, and riding the wave of cryptocurrency in general. It could be unavoidable. There's more, however. If we take a long-term view, the projections start to become very crazy about 2040. According to some observers, Shiba Inu may erase 3 complete zeros, which would represent a 99,000% increase from its current position. Yes, it represents a rise of about 100,000%. Imagine investing a few $100s today and seeing it grow into millions of dollars later. That is the kind of possibility that we are discussing here. This might be one of the largest riches opportunities in cryptocurrency history if any of these forecasts come to pass. And it's not just buzz because to Shiba Inu's robust community, expanding ecology, and rising burns. There is a movement. Furthermore, with its creators, Shiba Inu's destiny has never been more promising in the long run. Advancing. The people that work with Shiba Inu aren't merely observing. They're creating, inventing, and laying the groundwork for something enormous. And if anybody is aware of what goes on behind the curtain, it's Lucy, the main marketer for Shiba Inu. She recently sent out a strong message via Twitter. Builders never stop constructing. I'd love to see it. Later, the end consumers will see and gain from it. However, it's already breathtaking to see the beauty of solid teamwork. It tells it all. The environment of Shiba Inu is continuously expanding, and the developers are already setting the foundation for what may turn out to be one of the cryptocurrency industry's greatest success stories. Although the majority of people simply pay attention to pricing changes, what goes on behind the scenes is more important. The labor being done now is what will eventually erupt into tangible outcomes. The finest part comes next. The holders, the sincere believers, will reap the greatest rewards when the time comes. When Shiba Inu achieves its full potential, those who remain patient and ride the wave will be the ones who celebrate. Therefore, don't assume that this is merely another meme currency. Shiba Inu are here to rule, not simply to survive. However, what do you think of this? Leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.